All right, welcome YouTube to another episode of the CBX, the Canadian Basketball Experience, brought to you by MyLeague. He said, "Oh boy." Anyway, um, now that we introduced the teams to you, now we're gonna go and we're gonna take a look at the different rosters, and we're gonna start off with Calgary, the 88. And I like showing this part, the rosters this way. Sometimes it takes a minute for them to load up. But as you can see, it's starting off here. They got Kevin Garnett. I don't even know this guy. And Maurice Cheeks. Yep, I mixed the old guys with the new guys. He look like a Sixer right there, doesn't he? And Ingram. Hold on, Laurie, forget it. And Richmond. Now, Danny Green, most of these guys, though, like after you get past Garnett and Cheeks, I don't even know. But the one thing that I did figure out about this game is when they draft, and I put everybody in the draft, when the computer draft the teams, they actually try to draft according to who the coach of the team is. Because like a lot of these guys that I was saying, well, shoot, you only got like 2 players on the team, 2 stars that I know of. And the rest of them is like, I don't know. But come to find out, these guys actually fit well with the style that this coach runs. And I noticed that with a couple of other teams. I hadn't looked at all of them, but I noticed that depending on the style that the coach runs, or in the system that is that the coach run, pretty much had a lot to do with the draft picks. So hey, so now we're going to the next team, which is Team British Columbia. As you can see, they got Blake Griffin, Gus Williams, Mark Price. See, I know these. Well, I don't know him. It's Alexander guy. I do not know him. They got Mutombo. I dunk on them. Then Deadlift Shrimp. And I don't know if I'm saying it properly, but I do know that. And Hornacek. Looking like a stout team. Terry Porter. I know him. And after that, that's about it of the players that I actually know. But hey, they look like a pretty stout team. And I have had a team with Blake Griffin on it. This dude's a beast, man. Especially when you get him with a good center. He's a beast. Hadn't had the pleasure of playing those two or him yet. So, but I have played a team with Blake Griffin on it. Now here's my favorite team, and not because of the name of the team, but because of the roster. If you can see, I got Magic Johnson and I got Julius Erving on the same team. I got the guy that runs the fast break, the greatest fast break runner, and I got the greatest fast break finisher. Boy, this is definitely going to be the team that I actually play. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to let that out now. Yeah. And I do not know this guy right here. But I do know this guy. Downtown Freddie Brown. And Kevin Love, I'm pretty sure y'all know who Kevin Love is. I don't know. What I was going to do with this team, I was going to start both the point guards. but I think I might want Freddie Brown to come off the bench. And then we got Dennis Johnson, because I put Dennis Johnson at the shooting guard. So look, these guys play defense. Okay, these guys are known for defense and starting the fast break, especially Magic Johnson, Julius Erving. That was their thing. And Dennis Johnson. The Celtics actually traded for him specifically to play defense against Andrew Toney, who was a shooting guard for Philadelphia, who would shoot the lights out. I think he was the first, like, just gunning shooting guard. Just come down the court and just shoot. Don't care what the play was called. Then you got Dale Curry. And like I said, most of these guys are really known for their defense. This guy right here, Perkins. And the only reason why I know some of these players, because some of these players I don't know, I just a little checking on their defensive skills. And this coach plays a defensive style. So that's what he was, I guess that's what he was looking at, defense. These guys play defense. Oh, anyway, but there's the hardbacks. Turtle Power. I think I'm gonna put that on their jersey. Not those, but they third jerseys. All right, then we got the Snow Owl, and you can see what these guys are about. And yes, I did set it this way. As far as their lineup, their starting lineup, I'll show you that later. But you got Shaquille O'Neal, you got Chris Paul, you got Ralph Sampson. So yeah, Twin Towers, 7'1", 7'4", Twin Towers. Then you got this Butler guy, and actually, I don't know the rest of these guys. I heard of Nick Anderson, but I don't really know him that well. And they got Lonzo Ball. So, let me tell you what. Lonzo Ball and Chris Paul, they got some guys to feed the ball to, for real. And that's about it. I don't know the rest of the roster, but that front court, boy, whew. All right, the Thunder Bay Thunderbirds. I don't know who this Luka is. I don't know him at all. But they got Bob Lanier and you got David Robinson. So immediately, I said, hey, we're gonna do the same thing here. Twin Towers. And we're just gonna put him at the power, put him at the center. And then they got Chauncey Billups, who I heard of before. And that's about it. I don't know the rest of this roster. I'm pretty sure that you guys are more into basketball than I am, because actually I wasn't all that into it anymore, because I'm like from the old school and I've been kind of out of it. But lately, especially when you had games like this, kind of get you back into it a little bit. Then we got the Vancouver Rage, as they got this guy. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name, but I heard he's pretty good. Then they got Isaiah Thomas, who's gonna be feeding him the ball, and then you got Jerry Stackhouse, who's gonna be shooting the ball, and Marcus Camby, who was pretty good himself. And that's pretty much all that I know. Buck Williams. And they got Bill Walton. But his stats is, I don't know if these guys are going to be able to play much to make a difference on this team. We just have to wait and see. doing the lineups. Cause you know you got reserves, so I say, hey, said the lowest stats go to the reserve. All right, so let's see. Now we have the Winnipeg Ballers, and this is Larry Bird, close to the same color uniforms, ain't it? Then you got Walt Frazier, Grant Hill. Not bad, not bad. Doug Christie, but I don't know him all that well. Kenyon Martin, I remember him. Don't know the rest of these guys. Don't know the rest of these guys. But I think that this is going to be a decent team, I think. And now we have the Niagara Falls Skyforce. Look at them uniforms, man. I like that. Okay, so you got Anthony Davis, John Stockton, Ray Allen. I don't know this guy, Jordan, Michael Jackson. Oh, excuse me, Mark Jackson. Where I get Michael from? Mark Jackson. So, he looking good so far, overall. Then they got Rick Fox. Rick Fox. And then you got Tim Hardaway Jr. And like I said, this guy's so bad, he just got one name. So he got to be something. Running around, you just got one name. Come on now. But there you go. The Skyforce. Anthony Davis. Now isn't he on the box? He on the box, ain't he? On the cover. Then you got the Toronto Mounties. As you see, they got Alonzo Mourning. And hey, I had the team that Blake Griffin was on. Alonzo Mourning was the center that I was playing with. Them guys can play. Them mothers got some skills. Used properly. Amari Stoudemire. Remember him? Antonio McDyess. It's starting to look like a familiar team to me. Penny Hardaway. Hey, I think this is going to be a good team. I'm liking this lineup. And you got Nick Van Axel, Chris Cummins. And I don't think I know. Oh, yeah, Derek Fisher. Coming off the bench, Derek Fisher. So, yeah. So, the Mounties are looking pretty good, man. I like their uniforms. It just screams Toronto. All right, now we got the Regina Cats. And, hey, they got the scorer himself, Alex English. And Draymond Green. I don't know this guy, Jeremy Lin. He's going to be their point guard. Let me see. I'm trying to see Seth Curry. Shooting guard. And let me see. I think I know Kenny Smith. I'm not sure. The name sounds familiar. If it's who I think it is. And that's the Cats, man. Used to be known as the Snow Cats from Montreal. But I moved them and changed it. All right, now we got the Northwest Territory Red Raiders. As you see, they starting off with Allen Iverson. They got Dan Issel. If y'all remember from back in the day, Paul Gasol, John Wall. Let me see. And Jeremy Lamb. And I think that's about all that I know. Good players. I'm pretty sure that, like I said, that you guys might know these players, know more players on these teams than I do. I don't know what kind of team this is going to be. I really don't, because like I said, the one team that I had, he was on it as well. He can hit those. He can hit them shots, but if the AI is playing, I don't know if they're gonna stick to his trying to be a one man show thing. And I know the name Dan is, but I never really watched him play, as far as I can remember. And now we're going to the Cambridge Bay Vipers. As you can see, they got that trailblazer look, but you got Dirk Nowitzki and Chris Mullin. I think that's going to be a team right there. I think that's going to be a good team right there. Then they got Jamar Wilkes. Shoot, that's going to be a team. I might move him to center and play those two. And then you got Rondo. So they got a good point guard. They got a good backup small forward. So yeah, this team up front looking good, man. I just don't know the rest of the squad. I don't know none of these cats. But yeah, I like those uniforms, man. That Viper with that trailblazer coming down like that. I like that. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a good team right here with Lewinsky and Mullen. Let's see who the center is. I don't know who this center is. I do not know who this center is. Okay, but they got a good guy to feed them the ball though. All right, now we're looking at Churchill, the Bulldogs. You see they got Gary Payton and George Mikan. Okay, this is going way back. This is before the Lakers came to LA. This is like the Minnesota Lakers. Trust me, back in his day, he was a man among boys, if you will. And then look at this guy right here, Robert Parrish. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you what. I didn't care for this guy when he was playing with the Celtics, but the one thing I can say, he may not have been the best rebounder or the best scorer or any of that when it came to playing center. But during the time when he played, when it come to center, wasn't nobody gonna out hustle this guy. Nobody. As much as I hate to admit it, that boy, I tell you, he played his ass off. Whew, used to make me mad. Anyway, then they got Sam Jones, who I heard is pretty good. And then you got Havlicek. Check. So this is the Celtics. What's the Celtics team right here? So here you go. You got the glove. You got a good center, and you got a really good center that can hustle. From what I heard, this guy can play, and from what I heard, this guy can play. So they looking stout up front. Doug Collins, pretty decent. So yeah, that's the squad. The Bulldog. Bulldogs. All right, moving on. All right, now we got the Goose Bay Tridents, who I really wanted to name the Atlanteans. I still might do that. Chris Webber leads the squad, and he's the only one that I know of Who are these guys? Can anybody tell me? I mean, we're going deep, and I still don't. No one I know recognize. I do not know these guys. BJ Armstrong. I know him. That's it, man. That is it. I do not know these other guys. Other than Chris Webber. So, hey. Ain't like he never tried to carry a team before. So, we'll see what the Goose Bay Tridents look like when they get on the field. All right, here we got the Montreal Expos. And they start off with Kevin McHale, Bernard King. Ever heard of him? Tim Hardaway. Yeah. Trying to see. That's looking like about the only one. Kevin Duckworth. Okay, got the Duckworth. You know, as long as I know about this guy playing, at the time I did not know he was a center. I always thought he was a forward. All right, and that's the Expo. Bringing professional sports back into Montreal. What are you trying to say? They got football and hockey. Now you have basketball. All right, there we got the Stallions of Charlottetown. And as you can see, they got Kyrie Irving, Michael Ray Richardson, and trust me when I tell you, this boy was good back in his day. Marc Gasol, I heard he was good. Nope, wrong. That's wrong. Robin Williams. That's Robert. That's it, man. Barry White. That's Billy White, man. Read. No, I don't know the rest of these guys. I really don't. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see what the Stallions can do. Plus, I like the uniform. The uniforms are cool. All right, looking at the Vancouver Pride. I'm pretty sure y'all seen that logo before. And we're going to start off with Jason Kidd, Reggie Theus, who, believe me, he was pretty good. I don't know who this guy is, but he was also on that team. He can hit a three. Don't know those guys. Oh, yeah, Noah. Yeah, I know him. I remember him. Dennis Scott. Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy. I try to get him a lot of minutes. Muggsy got to play. This move is 5'3", man. He is shorter than I am. Wow. And I think that's it, all the players that I know. So we're going to move on to the next thing. Yeah, Jason Kidd, man. Reggie Theus, 2 point guards. Wow. All right, Prince George Tigers. They got Nate Archibald. I made a little change to their road jerseys. Then they got Dominique Wilkins. So, hey, look who you got to pass to, Nate. Don't know the rest of this roster. Brent Berry. I wonder. AC Green. And I think that'll do it for the Tigers. All right, now we got the Hudson Bay Cougars, and they start off with Steve Nash, Billy Cunningham, and I don't know these guys. I really don't. DeMarcus Cousins and Ilagula. Whew. Oh man, I can't even think of the name. How you say his name? Iguana. Yeah, we'll call him Iguana. DeMarcus Cousins, Reggie Jackson, not the one that played with the Yankees. Let me see. Quentin Richardson. I remember him. I remember you. And that's it. Wow. Moving on. All right, now we got the Yukon Polars. And talking about the scoring machine. Look at this. They got James Harden. And they got Robert Horry. Oh, man. Robert Horry. Will Smith himself. Lillard. I heard he was pretty good. And they got Adrian Dantley. He was pretty good. I think he played with the Jazz back in the day. Yao Ming. That was 7'6". He don't even have to stand on his tiptoes to dunk. And you got Larry Nance, Carlos Boozer, Boo. Yeah, they got a pretty good team. Doc Rivers, who would also be coaching a team. Isn't that something? Monk, I don't know him. All right, so that's the Polars. Then we got the Montreal Valor. As you can see, they got Michael Jordan. Yes, right. It's Jordan. Then they got Kevin Durant. And then you got Pistol Pete Maravich. They call him Pistol Pete. And you got Tony Parker. I think you can do something with that. Trying to see. Yeah, that's about it. Of the players that I actually know. So we got the Ottawa Huskies. And they got Karl Malone and Carmelo Anthony. I'm going to be honest with you. Not my two favorite basketball players. But they got Tree Rollins. I always like Tree Rollins for some reason. And World Be Free. Got World Be Free. World Be Free. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. I like the uniforms though. They're cool. Moving on, we got the Hamilton Tropics with Stephen Curry, Bob McAdoo, the scoring machine, Clyde the Glide Dressler. Then you got Ben Wallace. Remember, you ever heard of him? Remember him? Huh? Remember? You heard of Ben Wallace, haven't you? Okay, I guess not. Then you got George Gervin, another scoring machine. The Iceman, The original Iceman. Larry Nance Jr. And Walter Davis. I'm not sure if I know him. Okay. And then you have the Toronto Jays. As you can see, they start off with Bill Russell. And who'll be tossing him the ball will be Bob Cousy. Heard he was pretty good. And then you got Jerry West. You know, the guy that's actually on the NBA Shield. Then you got Joe Dumars. Get ready to play some defense on this squad. And looking. Anybody else you know? Anybody you know? Anybody you heard of? Anybody you seen? We're just gonna walk on out then. Just walk on out the door.
I opened my drink and it sprayed me. Like a bad cat.
You got sprayed by a Sprite. Get out of here. Alright, going to the next team. The Caribou from Quebec. They get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Elgin Baylor, Russell Westbrook, George McGinnis. Oh my goodness, who put this roster together? These guys are gonna be dangerous. Hot Rod Williams. Man, that's a cool name. Hot Rod Williams. Willis Reed, John Starks, Ron Harper. Charles Oakley. Hey, the names just keep coming up. Bill Bradley. Isn't he a politician now? So that's that squad. Then we have Newfoundland Islanders. This will be the second team that I'll be playing. And lo and behold, they like to, what's that style of that they play? The grind, grit and grind. That's what they like to pound down low. And as you can see, they got the guy to do it. You got Moses Malone. Woo! Better watch out, Moses Malone, Tracy McGrady. And then you got Vladi Divas. And I think that's all I know for this squad. Danny Ainge. Sam Perkins. Sam Perkins. Bill Cartwright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, then we got Sydney, the Kangaroos, as you can see. Gilbert Arenas. Dingo Smith. Let me tell you what, I had him on that team too. He's for 3-point shooting. Latrell Sprewell. Y'all remember him? And I think that's, I don't know the rest. So that is the Kangaroos hopping your way. And then we got the Lumberjacks of Saskatoon. This is a combination I would like to see. You got Tim Duncan and Scottie Pippen. I think they make a heck of a team. Then you got Artis Gilmore playing at center. And believe me, he was pretty good. Brian Scott. Hersey Hawkins. And I think that's it. I like those uniforms too. Cool. Alright, now you got the Edmonton Drillers. They have Hakeem Olajuwon. Hello, Hakeem. And then you got Paul George. And then you got Stephon Marbury. And you got Larry Johnson. That looked like a stout team to me. That's a stout squad right there. Oh, then you have what else we got? No one else I know. Reggie Williams. I think I heard of him. I'm not sure. And then you have Spud Webb. Barely taller than me. In fact, yeah, barely. Chuck Purses. Chucky! Chuck look mad. Look at him. Like he just know you stole his money. Alright, then you have the London City Royals. And they have Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Johnson, who was pretty good. Ben Simmons, who I hear is pretty good. Greg Oden. Terry Commons. And Stacey Augmon. Oh, you thought I forgot all about you, didn't you? Alright. Now we got Team Iceland. And they got Vince Carter, Charlie Young, Brad Doherty, Jerry Lucas, Keith Van Horn. This team looking stout, man. Now, Denzel, I don't know. Kurt Rambis. Hey, man, let me tell you about Kurt Rambis. Man, when I was in high school, right, we had do this thing for economics. We had to start a company, sell a product, put it on the stock market, and see what happens, right? So we I don't know how I got into this, but we were selling Kurt Rambis glasses, because I think he was the only person that wore glasses in the NBA at the time. So that was gonna be our product. We're just gonna sell Kurt Rambis glasses, and we're just gonna put them like in a shoe box, like a sneaker shoe box with the glasses, and we were selling them, and we had our slogan, our commercial slogan was Kurt Rambis. He supposed to be like, buy my glasses or I'll file you. He said, buy my glasses or I'll file you. Oh man, did you know that was one of the best products that sold in our class? I don't know how they figured that out, and because we had to, you have to come up with a product, come up with a price, come up with a marketing scheme and promotions. You had to do all kinds of different stuff that goes into the equation of how well it would do on the market, something like that. But it was crazy. It was crazy. I don't know where that came from. But man, that was crazy. Kurt Rambis. Oh man. Oh, and they got Will Purdue. Party. Did I say Purdue? Yeah, Party. Excuse me. And so this is our team, but the thing with this team though, like I said, they are publicly owned by the fan base. And there's a high school player in coming out of Iceland that everyone is looking at, thinking that he probably goes straight to the league, skipping college. And I think the fan base want him to be the face of the league, the team. And if he doesn't fall to him in the draft, they may have to do something drastic, because I'm telling you, if you don't make the fans happy, here's what roll. Because the fans own a piece of the team. Why would you do that? But that's the storyline. So be on the lookout for this team to either get lucky and get the right draft pick, or I might have to trade a player to try to get the right pick. So we'll see how that goes come draft time. But to win the championship, they may not even care. You know, fan bases are fickle. All right, then you got Team Canada. And as you can see, they got a stout team. Look at this. Derrick Rose, Sean Kemp, Norm Nixon. I wonder, do y'all remember him? Played with the Lakers. Michael Cooper. Mark Aguirre. Never could get that name right. Bill Laimbeer. So you know they're gonna play. They know they're gonna be playing dirty. Otis Thorpe. Avery Johnson. This is gonna be a mean team right here. This is gonna be a mean team. I think I might have to give you some more minutes though. But yeah, this is gonna be a mean team right here. I can't wait to see this team. All right, now check out this super team: Halifax Flame, LeBron James, Oscar Robertson, Sidney Moncrief, Cleef, Bobby Jones, Chris Bosh, Sam Cassell, Zion Williams, Dwight Howard. Man, I don't know how all those players got through to come to this one team, but whoever drafted or however the computer got it set, this team is deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's their team right there. Those 8 players right there. Everybody else gonna sit on the bench. Everybody else, look at these 2 are gonna be reserved. Bench, with no minutes. These are the only guys gonna be playing. Howard, Williams, Gasol, Bosh, Jones, Moncrief, Robinson, and James. They're the only ones gonna be playing. Everybody else gonna be getting a free paycheck. I don't know how it got stacked that way, but it got stacked that way. But who knows? You know, you never can tell, because the thing that says do the power rankings, they're not even they're not even in the top 8, I think, or top 5 at least in the power rankings. So what did that computer know that I don't know. Anyway, you got the Alaska Explorers, as they got Dwayne Wade, Patrick Ewing, the greatest center that never won a championship. That's going to be a good team. Sean Marion, Mike Bibby. Yeah, that's going to be a good team. Looking at these other players. Eric Snow, I know him. And John Sally. I know him. Wow. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty good team too. Representing America. As they are based in Alaska. Alright, then we got the Windsor Wings. As you can see, look at this team. Kobe Bryant, Paul Pierce, Dennis Rodman, Casey Jones, who I heard was pretty good. Used to be a coach at the Boston Celtics. Horace Grant. Watch out for that dude. Henry Bibby. I never. Wait a minute. Yeah. Dan Marley. And I gotta check that out. And Paxson. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. That's not a bad squad. Alright, now we're looking at the Yeti Greenland. And look here, you got Wilt Chamberlain, Otis Birdsong, James Worthy. Oh my goodness. Who's going to feed the ball to these guys? Who's going to feed the ball to Chamberlain and Worthy? Jamal Murray. Now, who I had in mind? I don't even know this kid. Cliff Robinson. And that's about it. That's about it. So, there's a lot of other players that didn't get drafted. Like Chocolate Thunder, Daryl Dawkins didn't make the cut. Jack Sigma didn't make the cut. And a few others. But yeah, those are the rosters. I think I may have to do some double checking, but yeah, those are the rosters. And I want to thank you for tuning in. We're going to cut it off here, and we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, you have a good one. And hey, it's getting close to CBX time. You have a good one. Bye.